station for the students and the show for everyone. Officially live, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m.
Justin Hires is finally in the building.
Turn up, CAU. Turn up, CAU.
Everybody's like, who is that?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
What's happening, y'all? I'm happy to be back. Y'all started out at WSTU.
Yeah.
I was discovered by MTV at WSTU.
That's crazy.
So it's amazing to be back here at the school and be able to talk to students and let y'all know that shoot, if I could do it, y'all certainly could do it.
Yeah, we want some of your
We
luck.
need that.
Why I say this? I don't believe in the word luck. I believe in when opportunity meets when preparation meets opportunity. That's the definition of luck.
Sir.
So stay prepared, and them opportunities gonna come, and then y'all will be ready to take y'all career to the next level.
That's true. That's true.
22,909 YouTube subscribers, 10.1K followers on Instagram, and verified.
Hey, I'm verified all over.
You're an actor, comedian, and Rush Hour premieres on Thursday, March 31st on CBS. How big is that for you? Like,
You got a lot going on.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know, to be an African-American man and to be a young African-American man and to be able to be the star of a network television show, it's incredible. I mean, we don't really get these opportunities often.
We don't.
So I don't take it for granted. And, I just want to hopefully open doors for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? I want to open doors for more talented minorities, African Americans, Hispanics, just minorities in general, because this shouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This should be the norm.
Right.
You should see minorities on television all throughout, all the time, on every network.
Exactly. Exactly.
But however, if I can be somebody to kind of be some type of inspiration and help the other networks and the studios to be like, these people can lead these TV series, and for them to be successful, then I'll be that person.
Right.
And hopefully make it easier for y'all to come through the door.
And speaking of inspo, like who would you say was your inspiration, to kind of go, through your career path now?
Everybody. I mean, Eddie Murphy. Do y'all know who Eddie Murphy is?
Yeah, we know who
Eddie Murphy is. Are y'all familiar with this Eddie Murphy? Back in my day, Eddie Murphy was a huge influence. Martin Lawrence, Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, Chappelle, Bernie Mac, Jamie Foxx. You name them. Those are the guys who I really looked up to. And I was like, I need to get to their level of funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't dead yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you give us that Martin Lawrence vibe.
Hey,
That's funny.
I respect that. That's
So
one of the
talking about CBS, your new show, Rush Hour, that's a big deal. Rush Hour.
And you
is
playing
a big
Detective
deal.
Carter.
I'm playing Carter. I'm doing the role that Chris Tucker made iconic.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I let everybody know Chris Tucker is literally one of the reasons why I got into comedy. You know what I'm saying? I saw him in the movie Friday when I was in elementary school.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. And I was like,
Friday too.
Yeah.
Seen about last week.
Way last.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So I saw him. I thought he was incredible. And so it's a privilege and an honor to step into those footsteps. I always let people know I'm not trying to do a Chris Tucker impersonation on the show. I'm making it my own. I do stand-up comedy, and when you do stand-up comedy, you develop your own comedic voice and comedic timing. And I think when people watch the show, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, like this not Chris. I can never replace Chris. I ain't gonna be better than Chris." But you could also say, you know what? He doing his own thing. This is his version of it, and we want to rock with it.
And we can't wait to see that too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because the pressure definitely has to be on, because we know Rush Hour, but we don't know the series. So you coming into it, filling the shoes of Chris Tucker, people are already going to have their preconceived ideas and what they already fell in love with. What they already fell in love with. So it's going to be like, they're already going to be prejudging before they even.
Yeah, they're going to be prejudging me, because basically if the show wasn't called Rush Hour, and it was just a black dude and an Asian dude and it had a different cop show, they'd just be like, "Oh, this is a dope new cop show." But because it has the name Rush Hour and people are going to compare it to Chris and Jackie, it's already an uphill battle.
Exactly.
And you know what? I can't do nothing about that. It's one of those, either you go watch it and accept it for what it is and be like, you know what, this ain't the movie, this the TV version. I always tell people this. When I saw Chris Tucker, I was like, yo, if I could be half as funny as that dude, maybe I could have a career in Hollywood. And that's what I am. I'm half as funny. So
Okay, so
I'm Chris Tucker light.
How did you get the role? Like, did you have an audition?
Yeah, I was selling dope. And, I'm joking. Basically, you know, I auditioned for it. It was another audition. And I was attached to another pilot TV show that they was thinking about making for another network. And that show was in limbo whether or not it was going to get picked up and we was going to make more episodes. Anybody that don't know what a pilot is the first episode of a television show before the series, like the other episodes are made. So basically, you make the pilot episode, the network would watch it, and then they decide whether or not they want to put it on air. Right. So I did another pilot. And they didn't know if they was gonna put it on the air or not, so that allowed me to then go audition for Rush Hour, and I had 3 great auditions and booked it.
3 auditions.
3 auditions, preparation, met opportunity, bam, I got it.
Were you nervous?
Confirmed in 3.
Huh?
Were you nervous each audition?
Nah, I wasn't that nervous, man. Well, let me tell you, I've been doing stand-up for almost 9 years. I've been acting professionally for about 10 years, and before that, I went to a performing arts high school. You know, it's one of those things where, like, you feel like you're a vet. You know, it's like, I don't know if they go like it. This, as an actor, any actors out there, it's one of those, yo, this is my interpretation of this character. Either you go like it or not like it, but I'm gonna do me.
Right.
Now, you know, if I fail, it's gonna be on me doing me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went
So
down.
before the whole CBS and Rush Hour thing, 2 years ago on YouTube, you did a Cypher spoof, and then you ended with something about real talk with Justin Hires. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because we have real talk here with Mari.
Oh, do y'all?
So this is my first time ever, you know what I'm saying, hearing about it. So I want to know, what was your real talk about?
My real talk, I was trying to interview the next generation of great comedians. So I had Damian Wayans Jr., who's a good friend of mine, Brandon T. Jackson, Afion Crockett, who I featured with on the road. He was headlining and I was featuring for him. And I basically want to give, anytime I could provide an opportunity to spotlight young African Americans that's doing something positive and got talent, I'm all about that.
Right.
You know, and so basically I was trying to ask questions that you wouldn't see on a typical talk show.
Okay.
You know, so I was really trying to get in there. Like, I'm a big fan of Howard Stern. If you ever listen to his radio, like, he really gets in there. It's real raw, and he really asks questions. Like, he asked them juicy questions.
The real questions.
The real questions that people really want to know about.
Like, we can't play on the station questions.
Right.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Right.
And so, you know, that's what I wanted. And so I wanted real talk to kind of be like a television or online version of that. And and you know, honestly, that's something that I would still like to do moving forward. You know, if I could do it on a bigger platform, then I would love to continue doing that.
You got to. And I got another question for you. So you did another spoof with Beyond Scared Straight, right?
Oh,
and then on the spoof, he told you to take off your pants. And your knees was really ashy.
Yeah.
Were they really ashy? And you had to put the lotion on? Or was that a part of it? Was that a part of it?
Oh, that's so funny. I think they were really ashy. And because they're such great comedians, they pointed it out.
Yeah, and they was like, here's the lotion.
Here's the lotion. And then I put it on. Yeah, and then I put it on my knees. But I'm glad you brought up the Cypher Sketch because I'm someone, I was online before a lot of people was online. So before Bain and all that took off, me and my homeboy Justin Mitchell, who's in the studio right now, Afion Crockett, Donald Glover, we was kind of like the only people that was on YouTube at that time. This was like back in 08, right? And yeah, I know, so long ago. YouTube just started. And in any case, I went viral because I did a Chris Brown Rihanna sketch, and that went viral. Then I stopped doing sketches for a while to focus on my acting, and then I came back to do sketches again because I saw online was popping. A lot of my friends was popping on YouTube and Bain at the time, and it was getting jobs because of that.
Exactly.
And I said, well, maybe I need to get my behind back online. And so the one that I thought of that went viral again, because I'm that dude, when it came to online, it was the BET Hip Hop Cypher. And if any of y'all ever seen the BET Hip Hop Awards, you know they got rappers in a cypher and they rapping. And I said it'd be funny to imitate these dudes and say some ridiculous stuff in a cypher. And so timing is key to online when it comes to going viral. So I knew I needed to drop that sketch the night the BET Hip Hop Awards aired. because I knew everybody was gonna go online and be looking for the real ciphers.
Hashtags and everything.
Yeah. So what I did was I made sure I shot it a week in advance. I pretended like I was Kendrick Lamar. My homeboy pretended like it Drake. Chief Keef. Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then immediately after the show ended, I dropped it on YouTube, and I was like, "Yo, everybody, check this out."
That was smart.
Yeah,
that's real smart. You really went behind the social media. You went through the back door and everything.
That's like the best promotion and marketing. Exactly. It really works. Like when stuff like the awards and shows and everything come, you have to really be on it.
You have to be on it.
Everybody's tweeting and they're Googling and they're looking at it right then and there.
Absolutely.
So that was perfect. But everybody, we're going to be right back with Justin Hires. We're going to ask him about how life was when he was in the AUC at Clark Atlanta, and we're going to get into a little bit more once we come right back. But here is another track. Here is the Thong Song by your boy Cisco. This is a throwback track.
Epic song. No,
What?
What music are you playing right now?
We was all singing like, I was like, when the beat goes on.
Thanks for saying
everything going on.
It was a lot going on. That was that dated instrumental, that finna get loose instrumental. We back, y'all, with Officially Live. This is the #1 source of digital entertainment in the AUC WSTU Radio. We are back with Justin Hires in the building, acting the fool in here with us today.
Yes, sir. Turn up.
So you got to tell us all about, how was life like here in the AUC? Like, you went to Clark Atlanta, so you got to tell us, what you did, what you, what to do, what not to do, what parties you went to.
Man, I was never a big club. I just told them I just did I was about to say, can they hear me? I just did like a little Q&A, and I was telling them freshman year of college when everybody went to the club for the first time.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Hey Jay, we going to the club." I stayed in Brawley Hall, and everybody was like, "Hey Jay, let's go to the club. We going to the club." I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay in the dorm room and work on my screenplay."
That
was my mindset, even as a freshman. So I didn't really go out to the clubs that much. I did some of the on-campus like house parties, like I stayed in Heritage, and so if somebody had a party in their room or something, I would kind of go to those. But yeah, for the most part, man, I just grind, man. I interned at V103. I did that for a while. That summer leading into my senior year. I booked 2 films. Luckily, I booked The Gospel and Stomp the Yard while I was living and while I was attending Clark Atlanta. And so, I just did stuff like that. And other than that, I was just being bad in class.
So you was busy.
Yeah. I was working.
Busy.
And so you were a mass media major, right?
Yeah, mass radio is my concentration. And so that's why it's so great to be able to come back here, see the new facility, see the new equipment, and just see y'all doing y'all thing, man. Because for me, it somewhat started here at WSTU, and I don't say that lightly. Like, this is where I was kind of discovered.
And that gives us hope because we're starting here, we're grinding, we're giving it all we have doing our show, and doing our schoolwork and everything like that. So you coming back here and talking with us and showing us everything is possible, putting everything in perspective.
Absolutely.
So
anything's possible. Don't let like I told them in the Q&A, don't ever tell yourself no. Let somebody else tell you no.
Exactly.
So don't ever think you can't do it.
And I feel like the only time you look down on a man is when you're helping them up.
Hey,
that's true.
That's
Mari been a little philosopher.
Listen,
he been a little.
He on that philosopher. I don't know what's been going on here. Somebody
God's been blessing me. He been sending me signs and stuff. That's all I need.
So he sounded like me when I was here. You know what I'm saying? I had the same mindset. And I tell you something, your mindset will affect what is seen in your career life. It starts in your mindset. And so you have to have that mentality like, yo, I can do this. I know what God has for me. I know God got me covered. And anything I put my mind, that people think that's corny. But only corny people think it's corny. You see what I'm saying? It's like anything you put your mind to, if you put in that work and you work hard, believe in yourself and have faith, you will achieve it eventually. I don't know when it's gonna happen.
You gotta have that drive.
But it's timing. You know what I'm saying?
No drive, no dream.
It ain't if it's gonna happen, it's when it's gonna happen.
When it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I read that you moved to Hollywood after like graduating. So like what advice would you give students like they want to do that? I mean, I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm saying like funding, like you're like, oh man, I'm just graduating.
That's a big move.
Do I move back home or do I move
and going straight to California?
Yeah. And like I told them, like MTV discovered me here. Yeah. They offered me a job.
Oh, okay.
While I was a senior here right after graduation to move to New York. I turned it down. Which everybody thought was crazy, and it could have been a little crazy. I turned it down to move to LA because I knew I wanted to pursue my acting career. Yeah. I didn't want to be a video jockey.
Right.
I wanted to be an actor. I knew that's where my passion and heart was. So to say all of that it was nerve wracking, but at the same time you just gotta be like, forget it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta believe in it really starts in having an unwavering faith in yourself. In what you achieve, you know the talent you have.
Yeah, you do.
And you gotta keep it honest with yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to say to yourself, do I have the talent to be great, or in that particular field? Because I feel everybody got a talent to be great at something. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying in the field that you're trying to break through, you have to have an honest conversation with yourself and say, do I have what it takes to make it in that field? And if the answer is yes, then go for it.
See, I thought I was crazy talking to myself, like, can I do this? Or like, do I need to chill? And I'm like, I can do this. Like, this for me.
If
like,
you can
this
do it,
lit.
Then get it in then.
Like, has there ever been a time where you were unsure exactly where you wanted to go, what you wanted to do?
Yeah. I pretty much always knew for the most part, after high school, while I was in high school, because I originally wanted to be like a news anchor at one point when I was in high school. And I was like, I want to be a news anchor because I want to be on camera. Yeah. But I realized the people that I looked up to was comedians and actors, and I was like, well, I want to be on camera, but I was kind of taking what probably for me would have been the safer route.
Yeah.
Because I would be like, I could be a news anchor, you know what I'm saying? But that was me thinking on the safer route. Right. But I'm like, no, I look up to Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I want to be Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. So it's like that's what I'm gonna pursue.
That's what's up. Because people are always to me, like when I used to tell people in high school, like I want to be an actress, like they're like, oh, that ain't realistic, and I'm just like, okay, like most people just do the same thing and just like
you tell them, you say, well, good, be regular.
Right.
Hashtag basic. Right. Exactly. You be regular
to pay your bills. I'm gonna be all right.
I'll be doing me.
Exactly. Right. But you know what? And I know you said financially, like, what's the thing? I mean, when I first moved out there, I did like promotion gigs to make money and stuff like that. And I mean, sometimes you have to pick up little odd jobs here and there. Sometimes you may have to call on your mama and your daddy. Put that pride to the side. And because see, I always tell there's two type of people. I feel like there's people that have so much pride they don't want to ask for help, and then there's other people that don't mind asking for help. And so I'm the type of person, I never felt bad asking my mom or dad for help because I knew in my heart I was doing everything to try to achieve something. Yeah. So if I knew I was out in LA and I knew I wasn't really giving it my all and really wasn't trying to make it, I was out there playing around, then I would have felt bad asking my people for money. But because I knew in my heart, I'm trying, I ain't feel bad asking them for money, and they didn't mind giving me money because they knew I was trying to do something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Well, this year, what was really big was Oscars So White.
Oh yeah.
So how do you feel, because Chris Rock, he hosted the Oscars this year. So did you watch it?
I did. I actually saw him work on his set before he did the Oscars, because I was out there. I live out there in LA, so he was going to different comedy clubs, working on his set before he did it. So I seen him perform that set 3 times before the Oscars.
So how do you think he did?
I think he did good. Listen. People don't understand. One, stand-up comedy is the hardest thing to do in entertainment.
It's like a vulnerability to it all. Like,
exactly. You got to by yourself.
And that's live. Like, you're in front of the crowd. Like, you're the only one. It's you, that mic, and the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even radio, think about this. Even because I did radio, so it's no disrespect. But even in radio, you could tell a joke. You don't know if it's funny or not because you don't respond.
You're not listening to the listener.
So you like how you like. So that's like a comfort blanket almost. Like you can say whatever. Some stuff may be funny. Some stuff may not be funny. But whatever, you can keep talking. When you on stage as a stand-up,
and they react.
They there.
They there.
And not only are they there, they like be funny.
Right. You better be funny.
So to get back to your question about Chris Rock, one, stand-up comedy is the hardest thing to do in entertainment, I feel. My personal opinion. The Oscars is the hardest crowd that you're ever gonna perform in front of, because people are not even concerned about you being funny. They want to know if they finna win an Oscar that night, or if they friend, they movie finna win. That's what they thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And then you dealing with some uppity, high-sedity people at that.
Who don't want to clap.
Who don't want to clap and all that stuff. They think there's some of them. I ain't saying all of them, but you know, some of them can be that way, right? So that being said, for him to get laughs and applause breaks and try to make some poignant statements that's kind of layered in comedy, I think he did a great job, man.
Especially what he was dealt with, because that was a big,
the whole talk beforehand.
Anybody that don't think he did good, get your behind up. You get up on that stage,
You can do it,
and see how you handle it.
Yeah, it was a lot to handle. One of the things I really wanted to ask you was about Dave Chappelle. Years ago, he was talking about comedians having to put on dresses and stuff like that. So he, pretty much, I guess it was a show or something, or some production that he was working on, and they left, and they wanted him to, they came into the dressing room and they wanted him to put on a dress, but he would not do it. And the guy was like, well, some of the greats did it. Eddie Murphy did it, Martin Lawrence did it. So why don't you just do it, David? Why don't you just do it, Dave? And he was just like, no. So would you ever do that?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. If it's funny enough, and I'm gonna tell you why. People. No, it's so funny. Everybody has a problem with comedians and dresses now, but nobody had a problem with it before Dave Chappelle did that interview. And when Dave Chappelle, and I'm talking about, I'm a fan of Chappelle, and I love Chappelle. But what I am saying is, it wasn't until that interview that it seemed like everybody, now everybody like, oh, if you put on a dress, you a sellout. Well, you didn't say that when Martin did it. When he was Sinead, you didn't say that when Jamie Foxx did it. Because it was funny. People let it, if anything is funny, Tracy Morgan just put on a dress at the Oscars and he did a sketch and he ate a Danish. She said, I'm a Danish girl. I'm hilarious. I'm a Danish girl. And nobody had a problem with it because it was funny. They got to laugh. So what I'm saying is, am I just go hop in a dress? No. But no, I got better stuff to do in my life. But however, if the material is funny and I believe in it and I think it's funny and they pay me, then yeah. So it's about the material. Yeah. But people need to and you know what the sad thing is, especially sometimes African Americans, you just looking at what African Americans doing. So why he doing that? He's selling out. He bought Illuminati. People got to remember, Robin Williams did Mrs. Doubtfire. He had on a dress. Dustin Hoffman did a movie called Tootsie. He had on a dress. You know what? Listen, do you?
Exactly. You gotta stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. What do you think is like the hardest things comedians face trying to, definitely have long careers?
Well, I tell you, I think the one person that kind of did it, well, we have to cross over. White people don't have to cross over. White comedians don't have to do black comedy clubs and do some of these comedy clubs. They don't have to do it. They don't gotta do Negro Wednesday and in LA they got like Mo Better Mondays and they got Chocolate Sundays and they got Crack 'em Up Thursdays and they're all good. And they were created because they wasn't putting us on other nights. So that's why they were created. So I'm not dismissing that, but at the same time it's like we have to then cross over to white audiences and they become mainstream. White people, when you white, you automatically mainstream. And so I think that's the toughest thing. So even somebody like Kevin Hart, like we knew who Kevin Hart was. That people don't know. I got Kevin Hart booked here in 2006 to be the headliner. I knew he was gonna be the next great stand-up comedian. 2006, they came to me for homecoming comedy show because they knew I was the funny dude on campus, and they was like, "Who you think should headline?" And I was like, "Kevin Hart." They was like, "What about this dude?" I was like, "Trust me, this dude is gonna be the next."
And he turned up on it.
And he turned up. And so but even Kevin Hart, we knew who he was for years. But it wasn't until he started. They let him do the VMA Awards, pop up there, let him host some of these other award shows and start doing this other stuff.
And ever since, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and he crossed over, and then through the up through the roof. That he get it in.
That's what happened to you too, right? That's what happened to you. You about to blow up on CBS.
If the show's a hit, if the show's a hit,
you have to tell them when.
Confirmation. He done gave me confirmation.
I know the show's gonna be a hit because I'm tuning in. I don't even watch TV.
Hey, that's what's up.
We all tune in. You got to let everybody know when they can tune in. Anything else you want to throw in about the show?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. It's all Justin Hires, like tires, but with an H. JUSTINHIRES. Bam, that's me though. Appreciate that. So that's that, and I'm finna start doing stand up. I'm not start headlining. Doing stand up. So I'm going to Baltimore and Denver, and finna start headlining across the country, which is major as a comedian. So I'm excited about that.
We gonna be looking out for you, man.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to what y'all doing. Y'all great interviews, great questions. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying?
Same to you,
hopefully
man.
I can work with y'all again.
Nothing but blessings, bro.
Yeah, nothing but blessings. We appreciate it so much for coming on the show. See you there too. We won a few calls from MTV and some other people too. We've been working hard. We've been really grinding.
Yeah, really grinding. Really grinding.
Hard work don't go unnoticed. Trust me.
So we want to thank you from all of us. Want to say thank you for coming by the show.